was just 2 weeks ago that the House of Representatives voted to censure Paul Gosar for a violent video featuring his colleague, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Today, another anti-woman, anti-Islamic, meme has popped up. This one features Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, a member of the squad, and ignorant Colorado right-winger Lauren Boebert. Boebert called her colleague Omar a member of the, quote, jihad squad and hurled various other insults. The two had a call on Monday, and it went south from there. Yesterday, Ilhan Omar had a press conference to rebuke Boebert's remarks. She spoke in broad terms about the xenophobia that's actually putting people in danger. Here's a bit of what she said.
So when a sitting member of Congress calls a colleague member of the jihad squad and falsifies a story to suggest that I will blow up the Capitol, it is not just an attack on me, but on millions of American Muslims across this country.
So joining me now to talk about this incident is Politico correspondent and author of the Recast, Brakkton Booker. Brakkton, welcome back to Amplified. It's so great to have you here. Now, I just touched a little bit on this whole controversy. You wrote about it on the Recast, and for those of you who didn't see the video of Boebert talking, well, that's a whole thing that you should look up. Take us through, though, the entire timeline of this hot mess that Boebert has stirred up.
Hot mess is probably the most accurate way to describe this whole back and forth. So over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, a video surfaced of Representative Boebert before some constituents, and it seemed like she was almost giving a routine. She was like, "Oh, I got this Ilhan Omar story," and you hear people like groaning in the background. And then she goes on to reference her as a member of the jihad squad, and also talks about how she was afraid to get on the elevator with her because she was fearful that Ilhan Omar may blow up the elevator. Ilhan Omar tweets as soon as the video surfaces, like, "Yo, this whole story is fabricated. This never happened." And another thing, something needs to be done because she's out here talking mess about like Muslims, right? A couple of days go by, this feud gets like blown up on social media. So the two have a conversation on Monday. Boebert had issued this kind of blanket apology to all Muslims who may have been offended. Omar apparently said, "No, you need to have a public apology to me." And this is something that Boebert basically balked at. And then, as soon as that conversation ended, by the way, with Boebert, with Ilhan Omar hanging up on her, Boebert takes to social media, makes a 2-minute Instagram video talking about, well, she wouldn't apologize to me, and I'm going to stand up for the freedoms of America. And it basically escalated from there. So this is this back and forth between two members of Congress, and it's really speaking to the dangers that our political system has kind of devolved into, where we have, certainly on the far right, people making these accusations and making it dangerous for people like Representative Omar.
Yeah, I always get so frustrated that the freedoms of America do just freely allow people to be straight jerks. I mean, for those of you who haven't seen this, the thing I'm always watching now happen with these Republican women especially is that this Boebert, whatever, happens to be, I would say, a prototype of a certain type of look and feel of a woman, right? She's petite. By somebody's standard, she's probably kind of cute. She's young. She owns a restaurant that, like, they can carry guns at, and it's called Rifle, actually. And people, like the servers, are, like, encouraged to carry guns. This was the same woman, by the way, that Congress ended up installing in the House, installing metal detectors because she said she was going to bring her gun to work in the United States Capitol onto like the floor of the House. And they're like, no, you're not. And what is really, to me, just so mind-boggling about this is that this woman is behaving as if she is on The Real Housewives of fill in the blank, and not as a public servant and someone who is in a dignified and respectable position to be making policies and laws of this country. And so when you see it happening, and then she made this up, Brakkton, thank you so much for like highlighting that, because Ilhan Omar's like, yo, that ain't even happened. So she's out there stumping with her donors, making up a confrontation that didn't even go down. So and then has the nerve to say, oh, well, she's not that, you know, tough in person, is what she says. And I'm like, yo, let me check you on the street and see who's tough, right? She did a lot of tough talking. I thought the whole thing was just such a scene to watch. You know, talk to us generally, though, about what you are calling this breakdown in civility among lawmakers, because this obviously isn't an isolated incident.
Right. Well, I think the bigger conversation, too, is like this is a brand for some members of Congress. It's not enough to be in elected office, but you also have to, you know, create this brand. And this is quite on brand for someone like Lauren Boebert, right? Because she came into office, she ran basically in one of her early campaign videos talking about, hey, introducing herself to her constituents, she name dropped AOC. So this is quite on brand to like go and attack, it seems like, members of the squad because they're so reviled on the right. The other thing, too, that this points to is, if we're looking a little bit further down the road, is it looks like if Republicans actually win midterm elections, this is going to be something that Kevin McCarthy has to deal with, right? He has to deal with these warring factions within the Republican Party. They're not beholden to him, who Kevin McCarthy would be speaker. They are beholden to more Trump because they are trying to build themselves kind of in the image of Trump, that, you know, transcend politics, don't have to really be well versed in policy, but can be these big personalities that can attract a lot of voters and make a lot of money. So this is what I'm talking about, the breakdown in civility, because there seems to be no check on what these members of Congress do. You know, Kevin McCarthy can sit down and say, hey, don't do that. We're trying to put a unified front so we can take back the House. But these members are like, I can do what I want, dude. Like, what are you going to do? My dude is Trump. I'm going to answer to him, and I'm going to continue to raise money off of these incidents like this.
I mean, that's their attitude. It's like, who gonna stop me, boo? I don't care. And I gotta say that, you know, Speaker Pelosi today said that the House is not going to just do nothing. But what do you expect actually is going to happen here?
You know, that's really the $1 million question. I mean, you mentioned Paul Gosar earlier, who was stripped of his committees because of the anime video that he's put out last month. They already stripped Marjorie Taylor Greene for making comments that people deemed were dangerous to Democrats because they was basically inciting violence against Democrats. So you have two now members of Congress that have been stripped from the committee. So, I mean, what are they doing? They show up for floor votes, but they're not influencing policy when on their committees, right? So the question is, this close to going to the midterms, does Nancy Pelosi want to then hold another vote to strip another member of Congress of the committees? It's not clear that that's what she wants to do yet. Certainly there are people within our party that want it to happen, but it's not clear that that's going to, it's not clear that some members of the Democratic Party feel like Boebert's comments have risen to the level of having her committee stripped, which I think is telling of where the Democratic Party is right now. They don't want to do it again.
Wow. Wow. Brakkton Booker, thank you so much for breaking all of this down. Author of the Recast at Politico. Check it out. Check him out. Sign up for the newsletter. We are clearly going to keep following this incivility on the Hill and hope to have you back more to talk about it. I mean, at this point, it's just outrageous. Thank you so much for being here on Amplified.